Hey guys, you're here with Ashley and Goran, the KickDawgz from KickDawgz, for another football live show here at KickDawgz YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Sport Chat Place, and I don't know what else, but we are all over the place, guys. And I know that we mentioned yesterday we don't have a lot going on today. There were barely any games to choose from. We barely got those two for our double together, Ashley, for that parlay. But hopefully we're gonna win that one.
Yeah, the first leg of it hit. So I had
Yeah.
Barcelona women to score in both halves, which they did obviously because that team is just fantastic. So, yep, one leg left. So it's in a U.S. match, which is going to be entertaining for sure. But I'm gonna try to watch it if I can find it on TV.
We are waiting on New Mexico United and Oakland Roots SC to clash in wherever they're playing it. Let me check
So,
that.
yeah, words you will never hear me say. I'm taking New Mexico over Oakland.
On the money line.
Right.
Did you have any previews today, Ashley?
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of putting in a double in a little while. There actually a couple in South America that I like. There's an Argentinian match, and then that's actually going to be on my parlay at the end of this show, and then one that I kind of like in Brazil. But you know how I am with those, so might make a play. But yeah, I don't know. Today's matches look horrible, other than the women's Champions League, and then tomorrow's don't look much better. So, but after that, they finally start picking it up.
You sure you want to go to Argentina once again? To Copa Argentina. That's not even the league match. It's the Argentinian Cup or something.
Yeah, I know
You
it,
sure?
but of course, I love punishing myself. So, yeah, got to do it.
In some ways, you're worse than me.
Yeah, Tom, I don't doubt New Mexico has good supporters. Don't take my opinion on it. Everyone can't stand the way I hate U.S. soccer, but I mean, some people do like it, and that's good. And I hope that only makes it get better. But me, yeah, not a fan. Doesn't mean no one should be.
Well, if you want to watch soccer in the States, it's not like you have a choice what to watch
Yeah, I
as a
do. I
live
have a
sport, correct?
TV.
I meant live in
Yeah, I
person.
mean, if there were like if I lived somewhere, like where there were teams, I would go. I would go to like minor league matches just to go to a live footy match. So yeah, I mean, I would go. Like in LA to watch Galaxy play or something. But yeah, just not my thing. I like watching the top people in the world go at it, and that's in Europe.
There's nothing better than to watch a soccer game on like a Sunday beer league type of a game where you can have a beer next to the pitch and you can listen to other people swear every word they can think of to both their players and the opponents, and it's it's something special.
I mean, I bet on our double, so I'm not opposed to betting it. It's just more of a kind of for fun thing if there aren't a lot of matches on, because I can promise you that if we had a full slate of like Serie A, Bundesliga, La Liga, that would not have been the second leg that Goran would have chosen. So I still stayed in
Yeah.
Europe, and I don't play many women's matches, but Barcelona women are just absolutely a phenomenal team. If you're not betting Barcelona women's overs, then you must just not like free money, because they have to hit at least 85% of the time.
Yeah, and I think this was actually one of the first times where they sold out the entire stadium. So the entire Camp Nou was
Yeah.
sold out. So over 70,000 fans were on the stadium today, and it is El
Oh,
Clásico. So
I thought the picture said so I retweeted it. It said like 91,000
oh,
something.
was it? I I,
Yeah.
I thought I just read over 70,000 somewhere, but it's quite
It could
possible.
be the one I posted could be wrong. All I know, it was a record crowd, and it was like really,
Yeah,
really, really cool to see. Like the fans were in it. Both teams played well.
seven
Um,
goals.
Yeah, Real Madrid, they played well to start. They both scored in both halves. That would have been a pretty penny to put in as
Yeah,
a premium. The books weren't expecting Real Madrid definitely to score more than once, but like happens with Barcelona, if you score against them, you just kind of piss them off, and then they just start laying it on you, which is exactly what they
That's
did.
what happened. Yeah, because Real Madrid scored in 48 minutes for 2-1 lead, and
Yeah,
after that, Barcelona scored 3 goals in 10 minutes and just
right.
killed them.
Yeah, when it was like 1-1 at halftime, a lot of people were probably trying to go in and bet over 3.5. I was trying to live bet like over 5.5. So, because I'm like, this Barcelona team is about to lay the smackdown on them.
Yeah. Now, Ashley, you did mention you will have a parlay for the end of the show, and guys, that's another news that we're gonna be start doing from today, and we'll each give our either best bet or parlay or a double or something for today or for tomorrow. So make sure you stay tuned for those until the end of the show. And like we did mention yesterday, we will be doing a parlay video every day from now on. That's gonna be either gonna be a double or a triple or a four leg parlay or something like that. So
Yeah.
uh, we are kind of remaking our live show so that we are able to give out more picks and kind of picks separately from each of us. So that's the news coming out next week, guys.
Yeah, and I hear you, Tom, and that's awesome when you're stationed in Italy. I would absolutely love to be able to have season tickets to any Serie A team. Udinese, like it wouldn't matter to me. I just, I don't know if you've watched the show much before, but everyone knows that's like my bucket list. One of my bucket list items is to go to every single Serie A match and watch each team play at their home stadium. So, yeah, can't wait to start knocking those off my list.
Now, Ashley, as for later today, we do have some still North Central and the Caribbean World Cup qualifications going on, 4 games. I would say that everything is pretty much decided. Canada has qualified for the World Cup. They will remain at the top of the table.
Yeah.
Well, most likely will remain at the top of the table. But USA and Mexico and Costa Rica are still fighting for uh, second and third place. And one of those three teams will have to go to the additional qualifications. Now, since the first difference maker between the two teams is the goal difference, I would say that the USA is pretty much safe because their goal difference is plus 13. And
Yeah.
then you have Mexico with plus 7 and Costa Rica with plus 3. In my opinion, I think that's how it's going to stay. USA second, Mexico third, and Costa Rica fourth. But Costa Rica is playing against USA today. Any thoughts on that game?
Costa Rica?
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually surprisingly, even with the situation lining up in US, I think there's value on taking the US to score twice at plus 140. I might throw a little bit on that. They just seem to be playing and actually, kind of gelling right now and having a little bit of fun out there. So yeah, at plus 140, that would be the only look that I would take, just, trying to find a value bet on this one. Or just taking, a little bit of plus money on US money line. I don't think that's a bad play either, but I don't. Yeah, I'm either going to play a money line or, knowing me, I'll probably swing for that plus 140 that the US can score twice.
I might actually go for BTTS in this one, to be honest.
Oh, I could see that too.
I mean, Costa Rica has got to that fourth place in the last couple of games. Can they still get to the top 3? I think they can, but they would need to score like 4 goals in this game and win this game. So that's something that I just don't see happening. And like you said, USA has been having fun against Panama. They finally scored more than 1 goal. They scored 5 in that game. And Christian Pulisic scored, 2 or 3?
He
Not
had a
sure.
hat trick, yeah.
Yeah, so I would go for BTTS in this one. It's plus 105 right now.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad look, and that's kind of why I like the U.S. to maybe put up 2. Because I can see Costa Rica netting, and I think even just for pride's sake, if U.S. isn't just going to lay down for them.
Oh no, definitely.
So yeah, I think that it's very possible that Costa Rica score, and I just think that kind of like pushes the U.S. to score even more. So I don't know. I just think the value at plus 140. Are they guaranteed to score two? Of course not. But can I see that happening? Absolutely. And for that price, yeah, I'll be taking a swing at that.
Do you like anything in that Mexico El Salvador game? We know that Mexico has been struggling with scoring goals quite a lot, though. They haven't scored more than one goal in their last 4 games.
Yeah, I like Mexico there. The issue is like, if I can tell you guys how many times I've gotten the side correct, which is hard enough, and then just combine it with over 1.5, and then there's 1-0, or I take the under 4.5, and there's 6 goals. So I would say, yeah, based on like current trends, like you're saying, Mexico, they're not involved in high scoring matches right now. So Mexico and under 4.5 would be my favorite play, but that's probably way too expensive. So I think that Mexico and under 3.5, that'll be a very fair price, and that would be the only way I would play this match.
Mexico at under 4.5 is surprisingly not that expensive. It's minus 240, which might be pretty good for a double.
Oh yeah, for what is Mexico and under 3.5?
Mexico at under 3.5. That's actually at minus 114.
Yeah, I mean, price wise, like you said, unless you're gonna take it in a double, yeah, definitely not late at minus 240 for a single, but at minus 114, I could see kind of like I don't really see 4 goals here. I mean, Mexico have their moments where they can score, but I mean, even if they have beat them down 3-0, you're still good. So I don't know if I'll be betting it personally, but if I do, it'll be Mexico and under 3.5.
Do you like anything else in those qualifications? I mean, Canada has nothing to play for. Pretty much, Panama, they are also out of the competition. They can't qualify for the World Cup anymore. And of course, Jamaica and Honduras. Those two have been out for a while.
Yeah, not interested in Jamaica at all. But I actually sat down and watched these, Canada and U.S. matches, or big parts of them anyway. And I like Canada to score here. I don't care if they need anything out of this match or not. They're playing solid as like just a cohesive unit as a team. So if you were looking for some type of double, maybe taking Canada to score, and Mexico and under 4.5, or whatever the case is. But I don't know what the price is for Canada just to score, but I think they do score here. And I wouldn't be surprised if they score more than 1.
Yeah, I would need to look up that price if I can find it somewhere. Canada to score at least once.
I could look it up here.
Minus 420.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You'd have to definitely combine it with the value. And let me see what they're over. Yeah, Canada scored twice at plus 120. I mean, the U.S. and Canada, I think, are just kind of having fun right now, and they are playing really well, which are words you usually do not hear from me. So, yeah, I think throwing half a unit on Canada score twice is not a bad look.
Do we have a better slate tomorrow, Ashley? Not really, eh?
No. I mean, and that's the thing. It's like
we'll have to wait for Friday, I guess.
Yes. Yeah, tomorrow it's like, maybe like a BTTS or something in this, like the women's, I don't bet women a lot, but I do find pretty good value in the Champions League. So maybe something in Lyon and Juve women, a both team to score, or some type of look at that. I'll break down the Wolfsburg Arsenal women match too. But yeah, other than that, than the men's matches, which is, 99.9% what I bet, it just looks absolutely horrific. I mean, I looked at one and I was breaking it down. I really liked the numbers on it, and I was like, oh, I might put this on a premium. And then I realized it was Ukrainian league, so that's obviously not going to be played. So I wasted 20 minutes of my life on that. But yeah, tomorrow just looks bad. On days like that, it's like today, I didn't put any premiums or anything. I'll just kind of like watch matches as they're going, and if I like the metrics, I'll do some live betting. But not many pre-match bets at all.
Yeah,
maybe none for tomorrow.
It's been an excruciating week and a half. We had basically only 3 maybe 4 days in this week and a half where we actually had any games to bet
Yeah.
on, decent games to bet on. But
It's been brutal trying to find. I
yeah.
mean, I have found some value, but my God, it's like I was digging into leagues that I would never even give a second look at, like Burundi, something, Premier, whatever. I mean, for real. So yeah, this weekend at least looks like everything's not getting fired back up, but Bundesliga and Serie A. So my God, I can't wait for this weekend.
Yeah, it should be pretty fun weekend. We have some interesting matchups both in the EPL and Serie A and Bundesliga as well. I think Borussia Dortmund and Leipzig are facing off.
Yeah.
Freiburg and Bayern should be pretty good matchup as well. And then again, the Champions League is back next week. We have quarterfinals. We have some pretty great games there. So I think it's going to be a great week.
Yeah, so we keep having to look at, like, coming off of international break, these players that have traveled, and then you're having to wait and check lineups and who's injured and who's fatigued and who's starting and who's not. And then, as we get to these games, then it's like, who's in the Champions League next week, right? So coming off the international break, going into the domestic leagues, and it's a lot of studying that has to go into these players that have been traveling around. So definitely not easy to handicap right now, but still looking forward to it versus handicapping of the last week. That's just been god awful. Like, I
You're
would
going to be
rather.
watching the World Cup draw on Friday?
Yeah, of course.
I actually read something interesting and, well, quite funny today. We know that Italy got knocked out by North Macedonia.
Yeah, but I'm going to throw their name in the bucket, though.
They will not be going to the World Cup. However, there's been a development, and the Italians are holding to that tiny little sliver of hope because...
Oh, well, what is it? Because I'm going to hold on to it, too. Is there a sliver of hope?
Just a tiny bit of hope, because in Iran the other day when they were playing their game, they did not let women go to the match, to the stadium, and apparently they used the how do you call it, the smoke guns and whatever in front of the stadium to kind of disperse all the women. And
this was in the Iran match?
Yeah, and FIFA is looking into the punishment for them.
As
there's a tiny chance of them getting kicked out of the World Cup because they have qualified. But it's been a super astronomically low chances of that happening, of that being the punishment.
That should be astronomically low. That should be you're booted the fuck out immediately.
And then if that happened, the team that is replacing the team that's been kicked off is the team with the highest FIFA ranking that hasn't qualified, which is Italy.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So there's that, but...
Yeah, when are they supposed to make a decision on that? Because when you're using smoke bombs and shit against women because you live like barbarians in the fucking 1400s, you shouldn't be playing in a goddamn...
I'm not sure when or how fast are they going to do it, but I mean, there's still some of those intercontinental qualifications playing up in June.
Well, surprisingly, FIFA have stepped up, with all of this shit going on in Ukraine, which we're not allowed to get into all of that. But they've stepped up before a lot of other people stepped up, right? Just to make a stand there. So I wouldn't be surprised if they make a stand here. Yeah,
There's a lot of politics happening in FIFA, even though they claim that they are above politics, that they will not interfere into politics.
But they've made a lot of decisions, that I agree with. And to me, it's like, if that's Iran's culture to bomb women, then that's their culture. Well, their culture can go fuck itself, because you just don't do that. So, hey, whether they're knocked out and Italy gets in or not, doesn't matter to me. They should be knocked the fuck out.
And there's one other thing. The president of FIFA is Italian. So.
Oh, well, there you go. That is a good thing.
Who knows? So, Ashley, I don't think we have a lot more to talk about, though. I haven't read anything interesting happening in soccer over the last couple of days or so. But
No.
yeah, I'm looking forward to that draw on Friday. But for right now, why don't you give us that parlay that you mentioned for the
Well,
end of the
I have one like I can give too. I was just going to see if you had, if you wanted to do a double, but I have 2 picks that I can throw in. But if you want, we can just collab on a double.
Do you have it for today?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, let's do it. Let's do one double for today then.
Okay, so my pick is going to be, and then you're going to hate it. And I just spit. That was awesome. I'm going to have to rewind that and watch that in slow motion. Is going to be, you guys are going to laugh your asses off because I'm always bitching about what? Cup matches. But this is going to be in Argentina. So the Argentina National Cup, it's the only match in that league today. Defensa y Justicia, Defense and Justice, basically. I'm going to take their team total over 1.5. I kind of like them on the spread of, -1.5, but I'm like, well, if I like that, they have to score 2, and then it doesn't matter if they win or not. So it's like -2 something.
I don't even have that on my book here, to be honest.
Well, it's on Bovada. Let me pull it up here.
I have it over 2.5, just so.
Yeah, well, I'll pull that up, and while you're given your part of the double.
I think I'm gonna go with one of these World Cup qualification games. I just gotta figure out which one.
I like it.
Anything else interesting or no?
No, it's hard today.
Anything in the USL? Maybe we have something.
Oh, please don't do that twice. Okay, so it is -235 on Bovada for their team total over 1.5.
Oh, actually, I already picked that USL match for today, so yeah, stay.
That's what I'm saying. Don't get us involved in 2 of those. So I will calculate this, or you want to. So it's -235 for the Argentinian team total over.
-235.
Yep.
Not
a bad price for a double, though. And then you guys, like Goran said, you have to stay tuned because we're gonna do, like, at the end of every live show now, we're gonna do a parlay either individually or collab like we are now. And then 7 days a week, we're doing a short recorded. We did the first one yesterday. Our first leg is hit. We're going to do a KickDawgz parlay of the day every single day, like a 2-minute, super quick video. So hopefully you guys will check those out.
You know what? Right. I will take over 2.5 in Costa Rica and USA. I like the over 2.5 in this game, to be honest. It's +143. I like it. Why? I mean, how can you say that my pick is worse than your pick?
No, I'm not saying it's bad. Well, motherfucker, because mine's -235. That's the book's telling you that's a pretty good bet. Okay, +140. Well, this will definitely give us value. +145, you said?
+143.
Oh, +143. Well, that's going to make a huge difference. Hold on, let me read this message. You can read that message we just got from Joe and make sense of it while I'm giving this value here. So that is going to be +247.
+247? Give that a shot with over 1.5 in Costa Rica and USA.
Thank you. Oh my God, I was hoping you would say that. I was hoping you would say that. Okay, Costa Rica. Okay, so that is, yeah, -245. That's not bad at all. So that combined. You know how I love my safety nets and my doubles. So that's +101.
I'll take it. I even play it myself.
You want it at the +101, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, perfect. And I love it. I mean, I think that this Argentinian team can put up, at least 2, maybe 3. So
You say it again so that people know. And
yeah, so it's going to be it's the only Argentinian Cup match today. It's going to be Defensa y Justicia versus a team that starts with an S. I don't have it pulled up. It's a really long name. But I'm taking Defensa y Justicia's team total over 1.5. And then Goran is taking in the USA Costa Rica match over 1.5 total goals, not team totals. And then that's going to take you guys to a plus 101.
That's it, guys. That's the second double for today. I can't believe we were able to find two doubles for today.
You got that right.
We're still waiting on that first one. We are waiting on New Mexico money line against Oakland, the Roots.
Yeah, I hope we hit it because that'll be our first video parlay we've ever done. So it'd be nice to start out with a winner. That'd be cool.
That's it, guys. I'm not sure we'll have any previews for tomorrow. I don't think I will. But Ashley will find something
maybe
in Cambodia or somewhere. I don't know.
Burundi, Burkina Faso.
But thanks for joining us once again, guys. Check out those doubles. Check out the videos on YouTube. Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you again tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. Eastern.
And watch out for our parlay of the day coming up soon.
Watch out for that, guys.